Here in New Hampshire, Bob Bixby, as you know, the presidential primary is already heating up. How do you hope to hear these presidential candidates talk about this issue of, debt, deficit, reduce it now, wait till later, and so forth?
Well, I think it's a key issue that the candidates should be addressing. I'm going to be part of an initiative called First Budget, where the Concord Coalition is joining with another organization called the Campaign to Fix the Debt. And our focus, both in Iowa and New Hampshire, is going to be to ask the presidential candidates, how they would address this. We realize that Democrats and Republicans are going to have different points of view. And so we say, look, no matter what your agenda is, higher spending or lower taxes, make sure that your policy proposals fit within a sustainable fiscal future. So it doesn't need to be your top priority, but it needs to be one of your priorities. And, I find that there is diminished attention on the budget deficit and debt issue in Washington, as we saw last night. But I think, in New Hampshire and Iowa, these are both states that are very fiscally responsible. It's almost in the DNA. And they like talking about budgets and what causes deficits. And look at the calls and the emails that we've had this morning have been really terrific and very well informed. So I think if presidential candidates come up to New Hampshire and don't talk about this issue, they will be sorry for it.
And will face questions from
right.
people
And I
from
think
your
I think the idea, the reason that we're calling this thing First Budget is that the next big opportunity in Washington to do something is probably going to come with the first budget of the next president. And first budgets of new presidents have often been quite consequential, whether it was Reagan's or Clinton's, George W. Bush's, Obama's. They set a tone. And so it's important for the first budget of whoever the next president is to set a positive long-term responsibility tone. New Hampshire voters will play a part in that.
All right. Well, I have the feeling we'll be revisiting this issue. Bob Bixby, good to see you, and I'm sure we'll see you again.
Thank you.
That's Bob Bixby, Executive Director of the Concord Coalition, a nonpartisan organization that encourages fiscal responsibility.